All right, wonderful people, lovers of freedom. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each and every one of you. Welcome back to Expose News TV, your one and only YouTube platform. We're giving a back-to-back updates on how things they be, how things they share for Biafra land and beyond. If you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Also remember to like and share this broadcast too. All right, my wonderful people, the latest one with the boss brains at the moment. Yes, be say you don't boss for this area as a self-referendum. Don't they everywhere as I am talking to you honestly, it don't actually stop for everywhere. And my people, it is as hot as you think it is at the moment, and it is giving big waves. Like the waves it is giving is on another level. And that is one thing I am sure to let each and every one of you understand, because at this point it is whether you flow or not. And at this point, my people, everybody they understand say this particular movement where we don't day on is a lifetime thing. It's something that we are not going to give up on. It's not something that we would wake up one day and decide, oh, we are tired and we no one do again. It's a lie. We're going to continue it till death. My people, we have had people that have shed their blood for this cause. We have had people that have done a whole lot of things for this cause. And we are not going to be the ones to end it until we get our goal. And that is why at this point, the amount of people, the record has actually been broken. The amount of voting during this referendum, self-referendum, has increased this week, and it is on another level. One thing is sure, that no matter how things are going at the moment, we are sure to always make a very big positive effect, and it will always be one of the strongest things that we have in our side. And one thing is that the situation of things, the situation of the country is not going to stop us from getting where we want to get. It's not going to stop us from being where we want to be, because nothing at all is going to is able to stop us. Even these people, even when they thought that kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be able to stop the movement. But no, of course, he was replaced, not properly replaced, but someone else took over to push to make sure that we are not slacking. And he's a man of talk and do. He's not a man of too much talk. And that is why at this point we are moving a whole lot forward, and we are going to keep on going forward. And that is the truth of the matter. We are not here for games. No, I don't think any of us here is even here for games. The only thing that we are here for is the truth, and the fact that we want to keep on moving forward. The fact that we need to keep moving forward no matter the situation of things at this point. The only thing that matters is that we actually have effect. We actually have big effect, good effects on everything that is happening at this point. That is the most important thing that we should have in mind, not any other thing but that. Because at this point, we will always, one way or another, benefit strongly from everything happening. We will benefit strongly from every single thing happening. And that is the truth of the matter. We are not a set of people that will just wake up one day and decide not to do what is expected of us. No, we are going to do it. We are going to keep going. We are going to keep going further. That is just one thing I am sure of, that we are going to keep going further. We are not going to stop. We're not going to just hold on at one point. No, we are people that have already sworn to. We are sworn to a cause. You are not even the ones that started it. But then we are sure that the people that started it would not want us to end it without finishing it. And that is what we have sworn to do. The fact that the PMPRGIE has carried it on his head, he's getting a whole lot of hits. He has collected a whole lot of assassins that are coming at him, a whole lot of propaganda, a whole lot of things that are aiming to destroy his name, to spoil everything that he has been doing. But then it is not in any way going to stop us from getting to where we want to be. It's not going to stop us from being available for what is needed at the appointed time. The only thing that is expected of us is for us to keep going in the much we can, keep doing the much we can also, without letting anything stop us, without being swayed aside by anything at all. That is what we are expected to do. That is what we want to do, because it would help our growth intensively. It would help everything we've ever wanted to do. That is the truth of the matter. And the world will get to understand, the world will come to know that we are not people that should be trifled with or should be joked around with. We are claiming that he's against the Biafra movement, he's against this, he's against that he's against this, that he's causing unrest in Southeast, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like people, I just want you to know that it's not possible. None of it is even close to being possible because he is working tirelessly. The amount of people they send against him, the amount of people that have wanted his arrest, even the time when they succeeded one way or another, they said there was a rumor that he was arrested and then he was released, and everything that comes up, it all ends up to be a lie. It all ends up to be false. It all ends up not happening because this man is protected by the Finland government, and the Finland government is in support of everything he's doing. And I would like to tell you that even the Finland government would know they would not support anybody that would be causing unrest in another state, and they will not even let him stay in their country if they found out that, or if they know that this particular man, this is what he's doing. But they know the fight, they know the roots of every single thing, and so because of that, they are supporting him. This particular movement is not a movement that anyone can just wake up and do and go to a foreign state and stay. If you are that kind of person that you are doing that side of thing, be rest assured that the country would investigate you before allowing you to stay there, especially in a country like Finland. If a Finland country would investigate you to be sure that nothing of such is going on, or you're not causing any of such, that whatever you're doing is actually up to your right and is what you can rightfully do, which I am sure that they have done properly on him, and they have verified that this particular person is doing nothing, just like the Mazinam the Kano was doing absolutely nothing wrong but fighting for the movement. But of course, this particular thing is what they would use to sway people in Nigeria. They would use to sway Igbo people in Nigeria, make them think that he's the worst enemy of all, and say so many rubbish against him. I would even come up and say that if since he's outside the country, he should come back. Mazinam the Kano, how the few times he came back to Nigeria, the very first time he came back, they arrested him. That was the first thing they did. And you expect him or anybody fighting for their freedom to respect, to come back to Nigeria. It's not possible. If we have a history of letting people that are fighting for their nation be in the country and be safe and every other thing without getting arrested, then the possibility of them coming back or staying or being protected in their state is there. But then, any time that this set of people find themselves or get themselves in the country, they are arrested. Do you expect the PM, Simon Ekpa, not to learn from the previous things that has happened and decide to be in a state that would really, really protect him from anything that is going on? Of course, he has found that state, and that state or that country is Finland, and that is why he's with the Finnish government. And as well, it has ended up that the main president or the person in charge at this point has ended up to be a very close friend of his, close to his best friend. And they are all working towards everything that would make sure that the Biafra movement is something that actually works out at the end, and not just something that people would hear about and not know what is happening. But my people, what I am here to remind you of is that this movement is as real as anything should be. The movement that is being made by the PMBRGIE is one of the biggest and one of the most valued by the true Biafrans that know the fight, that the fight is real, and that if we stop fighting, the day we stop fighting is the day we start ending whatever it is we want for ourselves. And so this is what is expected of Biafrans, not to avoid, not to ignore, not to lay down or to forget whatever it is. You are expected to do the needful. Stand steadfast, be ready at any point in time, because you do not know what's next and what is going to happen next. And so you are expected to be strong, and do the needful. Every single thing. I don't believe there's anything you're passing through now that there's people in the past that fought for this particular freedom have not passed through, that did not pass through. There are those that went through the main civil war, and there was a war, a real war. And it so happened that at the end, since we are still in one Nigeria, you would call it the fact that we lost. But of course, we are going at it again, and we are going to win. We are hoping that the best would happen in our coming off and doing the needful things that we need to do. And so, my people, it is one of the important things that we need to do with anything that concerns Biafran movement. And so that is what it is. So yes, my people, this is what we'll come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications too. Thank you.